So, hi everyone. Today we're gonna look into luakit, a neovim-like browser. Let's first go to Copper, and if you are using Fedora like I do, you can easily install it. See, yeah, succeeded, so it should be working. Sudo. Okay. Let's play some music. Yep, this should be it. Installs a bunch of stuff. Actually, this is the site, or the website is this, but the other one is the repository. And it's GTK free based and WebKit based browser with Lua, as you already expected from the name. Yeah, I had already looked into it a little bit, but yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's my. So let's open up a new one here. Actually, this one, luakit. Just move this away. No, thank you. So this is how it looks like. We have at the bottom our command, and let's see, with the help and 37 bindings. There are a couple of bindings. The most of them I could not remember. But most things are obvious. Like if you want to open something, like a new website, you just push O. And then yeah, you can tip where you want to go. But the rest, I think we'll figure out as we use it. And today, I'm gonna try to just use it. And yeah, let's see how it goes. So if you're interested to try it out, just go to my Copper site here. This one. and you can just enable it with DNF copper enable. Okay. Let's see, actually. I have to use for GitHub the Zen browser because I'm logged in there and I don't want to do the whole login stuff on stream. But yeah, next time I will definitely log in and use only luakit for a while. Yeah. So, but we will proceed with neovim development from here on. As you already saw, maybe I am back to using Sway. Yeah, I will just wait till Cosmic is more stable. And if there are more documentation how to configure stuff. Yeah, I think we stopped the last time in making tests run. And for this part, I would say let's run the tests in that file first. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, like this. And we will try to resolve the issues with the tests one by one. I would say we go to the pull requests, go to the authors. We'll see the last failing tests. Ubuntu release GCC functional. Must actually timed out. So yeah, then let's run them on my PC first before we try to run them on the build agents. So here are two things that were not we are failing. So expected was hello world. And we got something in between. So we should have only 2 lines, but we got here free for reasons. Okay, then let's first find out which test it is. This one. So, and let's mark this as big A. So you can jump here. We try to set buffer and the lines in the buffer. But what I don't understand now currently is why we have -1 here. Let's see what it does. So sets replaces a line range in the buffer. Indexing is 0 based and exclusive. Negative indices are interpreted as length +1 plus index -1 refers to the index past the end. Length +1 plus index. So to change or delete the last line, use start -2 and end -1. So to change or delete the last line, start -2 and -1. -1 refers to the index past the end. So I guess this has something to do with my changes then. Into this in this write function, I guess. To insert lines at a given index, set start and end to the same index. To delete a range of lines, set replacement to an empty array. Out of bounds indices are clamped to the nearest valid value, unless strict indexing is set, which is true on our side here. So then we would try to 0. And -1 refers to the index past the end. So we should delete everything from here. And insert this too. And then set lines. See, we can find this somewhere in C files. This in buffer. So this is the function. Let's mark it also with big B, so we can jump here next time. Set replace a line in the buffer. So basically the same thing that we read before. Or normalize index. Start, end. Normalizes zero-based indexes to buffer line numbers. New length, alt length. That's actually the breakpoint here, right? Then we can run this test again with a test filter. No, that's not it. Test one. Go back here. Paste it in here. So next time we run it, it should run only the one test that is failing. Yeah, so this worked. The next step would be to run it with the debug enabled. Like this. So when we hit now, yeah, it should show more. And yeah, let's try to attach. Now, so we are here. And have a look at the start and the end, normalized end. Okay. Looks okay, I guess. 1, 2. New length. 2. No, alt length is 1. Thank you for the follow. Lena. Thank you. Appreciate that. So line added to lines added to text can be negative. Let's go next. I'm fine, Lena. Hi. How are you? Unfortunately, my headphones broke today because of my naughty cat, so I can't hear your voice. It would be great if you could respond through chat instead. That's fine. Yeah. How are you? So let's see. Arena alloc lines. Let's see what's in the lines. No. Nothing. So and then we try replace the lines with one's contents, convert nulls to new lines as required by NL used for null. So let's go over. We have an L here. Hello. Okay, write this into lines. Right, it's fine. Write again. Try wrap. So this part looks okay to me. Then we go here. Now delete buffer. Somewhere where we will have a function, right, that should write this stuff then to the buffer. Yeah, I'm from Germany. Just marks invalidate any which lie in the changed range. Let's waypoint here, go next. Oh, hopla. No, I skipped the part. But we'll try again. No, I don't stream daily. Stream Monday, Thursday. Thursday. And I have a schedule in my profile. I try to stream exactly at that time, but sometimes it takes longer to start, so sometimes I'm an hour later on stream. Yes, you can ask. So we're here next. Let's attach to the buffer, right? Here next. Let's skip this. So we're here. Try wrap. This one has never hit. That's strange. If modifiable. Okay, to save undo information. Let's do maybe here a breakpoint and try again. Somewhere we seem just to go to the end. Go to end. So we're here, try to attach. This one could go wrong somehow. Wait. Let's go back. Alright, actually let's go to from here we can go that point here. Let's do this like that. Okay. Touch again. Why does this jumps over? No, come on, not again. Someone tried to sell me stuff. Let me guess why you cannot hear me. Because you're using a software to only chat with multiple streamers at the same time and try to sell stuff, right? So we're here. So again, what have we in line here? Actually, one line break. Mel replace buffer. Let's do a breakpoint here. Replace line number with buffering in the current buffer. ML replace buffer. So this part somehow fails. For reasons. String length of the line. Flush line. If the size of the range is reduced, a new length is smaller than old length. We need to delete some old length. We do this at the start by repeatedly deleting line start. Get to this part. So we are at replace buffer. So we are here now. To replace size. It's a different one. Well, append buffer, and this is replace buffer. So we do replace. For as long as possible, we replace the existing alt length with the new alt length. This is more efficient operation as it requires less memory allocation and freeing. Okay. So we're here. When starting up, we might still need to create a mem file. The current mem line number is unequal line number. What's the line number here? 1. What's the buffer? Okay, so it's equal. Size. Pointer to the line. Line is this. Length is the length of the line. Flush line. So can we see what's actually here? And buffer mem line. And then we here at append buffer. Let's go append buffer. So we may need to insert the remaining new alt length. the lines with L content. Converts null to new lines as required by an L used for null. Null to new lines. Okay. Oh, okay. ML append int is a number line. This is the function that I changed, so this is where it's broken. Let's see what we have here actually. Delete this stuff here. And add line and add length. And line number. And why is the length 0? See. First is the buffer, then we have the start, line 1. Then we have the end, line 2. And we have to adjust. No, this is the wrong one. We are at the append buffer. Is this the function? Yes. So the buffer line carries column length 0. while flush line if it's 0. Now we need to insert the remaining new alt length. How we decide that? So wait, where do we fail? Actually, is this the first expect or the second? So line 3904, 904. This is the second one. Why is that? Wait, do we have create a buffer, set lines. Set the current buffer. And the first expect works, and then we open up terminal. And it's wrong after that. Again, I need a buffer, memory line. Buffer memory line. We open up a terminal for that in that buffer. By default and currently the only option, terminal will not be connected to an external process. Instead, input sent on the channel will be echoed directly by the terminal. This is useful to display ANSI terminal sequences returned as part of an RPC message or similar. The dish is still here. Definitely. And pointer. Edit this window here. ML line pointer. It's new file. False. Now we jumped in here, and because the length is 0, line number out of range. That's not it. Put the breakpoint here. Lowest marked. Lowest marked is 0. Length is 0, then we set the length current line +1. Space needed for text plus index. Index size. Size of the DB index entry. Find the data block containing the previous line. This also fills the stack with the blocks from the root to the data block. This also releases any locked block. Move the text of the lines that follow to the front. Adjust the indexes of the lines that follow. Copy the text into the block. Mark the block dirty. Move. So where are we here? Then above set lines. So we are trying to find any function in here that was modified by me. That's strange. I thought before I found one, but it's like I was wrong. The refresh screen. Where is this refresh screen is coming from? Why is this panning all the time? It's done when we do a terminal open. Here. Here. So jump here. Oh, now I see. I did change this part here. Start position and end position. Is this zero based? Is this the issue? So I actually remove this breakpoint and let's start again. First, we will start without the debugger to see if this maybe already solved the issue. And if not, then we will try to debug it. Okay, it failed. Now it's even worse. Expected is this, and I got this. Line number, column number. Let's do this part here. Line count. It's in start position. Is this line number 0 based or not? So here it looks like it's zero based, right? And then, okay, if this is zero based, line count should be -1 here. And length here also -1, I guess. But let's do this time. Let's do it with the debugger. Takes a while to compile. Maybe because it's run it's running in a container. Could be the reason why it takes so long. Let's attach. What do we have here? Let's remove this part and position. Let's read what's in contents. Nothing. Expected hello world. We have only hello. 2 times. Let's see one thing I wanted to look into. Let's see what I actually changed in this file. What was that? API vimc. So here it was starting with 1. Yeah, let's then change it back. Just want to see how this changes the result. Okay, this was it already. Because both of them, like this line number and the column number, are 1 based here. And no 0, and not 0 based. And actually, let's see where I did the other call to this. Current buffer. Operation start and operation end. Minimum line number, minimum column number. So yeah, it looks like it. This one based. Yeah, then this was the issue. Alrighty. Then after that, let's see what tests also failed for this run. I could. Oh yeah, this was a thing. Shall see. Unsigned long, but I think I fixed this one. Let's see, shall see. And was actually this line. Okay, what implicit conversion changed sidedness into size t. aka unsigned long. So I would need to add here then size t. Yes. And then a couple of lines below. 50 here. Same issue with alt chars count. Implicit conversion change signedness. Size t like this. Sorry. And 51. So 1 minus t. Oh, wait. So actually today I didn't use luakit, right? Didn't need to search anything up. X alloc xc alloc. And do we even need this after we did the change here? Because then it should be size t. Here it's awaits also a size t. Here m copy also size t. This one will be fix. Fix actually does vim spec test. Spec. Tests. Fine, and this one is this is a linter, I guess. Center warning. See how to run them. Should be able to run them locally also. I think it was called something like make lint or something. See what we get there. Hola. Closed. Closed. Neovim. Run it again. This time not closing. We had also CNC analyzer. Lang analyzer. We make lang tidy. Lua. I could fix this too, just that we clean up some stuff here. Does it want me to move it into the next line? See, this is in Vim spec Lua 2013. Okay, didn't find the programs that it needs for linting. Okay. First, let's fix the other linting issue. Vim spec Lua. Was it here? In functional API Vim spec Lua. Functional API Vim spec Lua, yeah, that's it. 5012. Was it 5013? That's not it. Test the functional API. Is this that big? I don't think so, right? and do a comment there. This. Here also. This, and the next one would be one. Surrounding this does not work. Okay, then do it manually. So move these parts. Blah. Let's try to run the tests for Vimspec again, just because I uncommented one of the tests. Let's see if this still works. So of course not, it broke. But actually to see if this if the test is really failing or the clear here didn't work, let's try to comment the other part of the test here and see if it solves the issue. Then we know if it's the clear function or the test itself that is failing. So it seems the test itself is failing. Oh wait, that's a different test. So this one worked. This was a different test that was failing. Let's mark it with an A. Mark A. Yeah, big A. On 3. So this is 5. And 3. Starting with the 5 here. Into the 5 and 10. This 10. Passed in this. Global char. And this would actually mean we need to go from 6 here. This is 5 and 6. And so I think it's even wrong here, like this. Right, inclusive both. Just for everything delete. Do you hear me? Chat, do you hear me? And do you hear the music? Let's do GDB1 here. Okay. Touch debug again. Okay, yeah, maybe we should have only run the single test. Now I have the issue, I have to step over all of them, seems. Now let's do this part. Tap this again and set a test filter right now, like this. So let's attach again. Jump here. Let's jump to the next. Let's see what's in the rag match. Yeah, I cannot read that much out of it here. So global busy, not busy. Then we are here. So come back. First, let me just check one thing here. Search reg. Okay. Compiles the regular expression here, I guess. No, the real magic would happen here. A match on this line. So line number. And here we would have column start and column stop. Which would basically mean column number. Right. Let's call this column 1 and column 2. So this is kind of matching line 1 and column 1 and column 2 and line 2. And let's say it's 0 and the other one is max. This is column 2 and this is column 1. This one is max column, and then let's just set it if we have here column 1 set. It should be always set, I guess. So yeah, then it's first column. And this one, if it's bigger than 0, or should we just always set it here? Let's see what we have defined there. If this is bigger, 0. Yeah, actually this check is also needed, right? It's column 2 is only set if we are at the end of the line, on the last line, I mean. So the number should be equal line 2, and if this is true, then we have and e column 2 is So is bigger than 0. Then we set this, else we set max column. And column 1, so if line number is equal heap line 1, so if we are in the first line, and this is bigger than 0, and we say heap column 1, else we say 0. Like this. Let's actually then close this and continue debugging. Oh, it still didn't work. Why? So regardless, I set this here also. Would be the same here. Only that line yeah, whatever. It will be valid. Then let's debug here. Yep. Okay. A little bit. Part 2. And which do we have here? Column 1, column 2. Wait, how could that be? Ah, yeah, of course. Hmm. Just thinking if this is right here. But I guess it is, because we go here line by line and define for the line where to start and where to stop. So here we would see match is true. Let's see, column, I'm fine. Actually, it's line number only. 3. Set marked. Yeah, maybe. Set the B marked flag to line number. Wait, what's B marked? This doesn't reveal anything here, but this one. The low bits of DB index hold the actual index. Topmost bit is used for the global command to be able to mark a line. Low bits of DB index hold the actual index. This method is not clean, but otherwise there would be at least 1 extra byte used for each line. The mark has to be in this place to keep it with the correct line when other lines are inserted or deleted. Mark has to be in this place to keep it with the correct line. Other line or deleted. So the whole thing with the DB index I don't understand now. Data block index. DB stands for data block, right? Not database. Text of the lines is at the end of the block. The text of the first line in the block is put at the end. Text of the second line in front of it, etc. Thus the order of the lines is the opposite of the line number. Text of lines is at the end of the block. The text of the first line in the block is put at the end. Number of lines in this block. Pointer block contains a list of branches in the tree. Pointer to a block used in a pointer block. Yeah, I guess this thing with the blocks is we have to look into it, but not now. Zero block. Find the data block containing the line. This also fills the stack with the blocks. From the root to the data block. This also releases any locked block. Okay, the marker is set then. So that's the first pass one. Set marks for each not matching line. Wait, what? Why for not matching line? This one is matching. We set the mark. Then execute the command for each line that has been marked. So it not and matching is kind of depending on the regex, I guess. Matching or not matching. I was a little bit confused at the beginning, but okay, then first we mark the lines and then we execute the command for each line that has been marked. Global X command. Execute command on lines marked. X global, and the other one is global X. Global X 1. X. Okay, we're here, we have the command. Let's do a breakpoint here. Hey, what's the command in here? Delete, okay. And we go over. And do first marked line number. So let's see where we have occurrences of global X. Heap arc. This would actually mean we would need to pass more information here. So also the ranges. Right, so when we know here the ranges, then we can check for the line number here. Let's close this one also. This is the next one. Cursor, column, do command, flag, get line, command line, do command line. Set current position only once for a global command. Global busy is set PC mark will not do anything. If there is an error, global busy will be incremented. When the command writes a message, don't overwrite the command. Alt line count. Line count before the command. My mouse was disconnected. Line count, line. Begin line. If it looks like no message was written, allow overriding the command with the report for number of changes. So the basic magic would be here. So we need pass here more than only the line number. But again, column 1 and column 2. Which would mean we need also to pass here. The position. Column T. Column 1. Column 2. Just for now. Here we would have also column 1, column 2. Right, and at the end here column 1, column 2. And we'll end here first. Let's see what it is. New command line, execute one X command line. Execute command line when it is not null. If command line is null or more lines are needed, if get line is used, split up in parts separated with this if pipe. split up in parts separated. Pipe. Yeah, it gets more and more complicated. And bigger of a change. I'm not sure if I should propose this to neovim core developers to maybe split it up in multiple pull requests, because this will get a huge pain to actually review this. Because I have to pass it all the way down. Right here. This one is empty, this one is empty. Only the flag. No wait. Do command no wait. Yeah, I would need to know other column. And it's not column aware here, right? So what is the actual command line? So this is the command line. Next command line. F get line is empty here. Get line is function. Get function line. Yeah, I don't see this. So again, starting from here, do command line start. Yeah, init cookie line cookie. What does this mean? Get line is get loop line, return the cookie used by the original get line function, otherwise return cookie. Is get loop line? No, if get line is null currently. Real cookie. Otherwise it returns just cookie. Whatever cookie is. Inside a function, use a higher nesting level. Get the function or script name, the address where the next breakpoint line, and the debug trick for function or script are stored. If requested, store and reset the global values controlling the exception handling. Used when debugging. Otherwise, clear it to avoid a bug compiler warning when the optimizer uses inline functions. Stop skipping commands for error message after all and if while for. If repeating a line in a loop, get a line from lines no line given, get a allocated line with get line. If a line is given, make a copy so we can mess with it. Repeats when the previous line from line. Repeating, get the previous line from line GA. One. Two. So let's see if we get next line here. Wait. Next line. Remake a copy. So let's do this. Next command line. Delete, but where's the actual line where we do that? Lines gap. Current line. Current line 0. Current line before. So inside a while for loop, and when the command looks like a while or for, the line is stored because we may need it later when looping. And there is a pipe and another command, it is stored separately because we need to be able to jump back to it from and while and for. Pass a different fgetLine function to do one command below. That it stores lines in or reads them from lines GA. Makes it possible to define a function inside a while for loop. Okay. Save the current line when encountering it the first time. Current line before. Also 0. All output from the commands is put below each other without waiting for a return. Don't do this when executing commands from a script or when being called recursive, e.g. for a plus command file. So execute one pipe separated command. Do one command, flex, command get line. Do one command will return null if there is no trailing. Pipe. Command line copy can change in E4. Expansion. If the command was typed, remember it for the register. Do this after executing the command to make it work. Next command line. Use current line from command loop cookie. It may have been incremented when defining a function. Sourcing line number. So there's a lot of stuff happening in here. If a sourced file or execute function run into it and report the enclosed conditional. So I guess this is it for today. I will not solve it today anyways, because it's way too long here. And it's hard to understand for me, at least, because I don't know all the capabilities of this do command part here, xdo command. But this seems pretty big of a function. Which would take time to digest the whole stuff here. Okay. Then thanks for watching and see you in the next